Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com.
Welcome in to the Club Thursday night. Hey, program here at the Wild Cigar YouTube channel. Chevette Report, reporting live from the Smoke Easy Studios with talk every Thursday night. Place to be. Welcome in. We've got 9 people watching, but I only have 3 comments. I'm kind of surprised the comments haven't rolled in with the team. But we got Gary Sanders is not going to do his night with us. Going to hit the hay a little early. Oh wait, is my mic on? Wait. Audio. Now we should be a little more close to the mic. Let's see. Maybe that sounds a little better for you guys. Banker John, welcome in. Greetings, everyone. Happy Thursday. Michael Zakovic, let's get this party train rolling. That's right. Let's get this party going. Matt Brugger coming all the way in from YouTube Landia. Welcome into the show. I forgot that I didn't have this microphone set up to accept the audio yet. I had the wrong thing plugged in earlier. I had this plugged in and I had the other box not plugged in, so I had to switch around and forgot that my computer didn't realize that. So thank you for the mic check. Got it put in place. Before we do get into the show this evening, we do want to say a big thank you to our show sponsors that we have every single week this year in 2024 and hopefully going into the 2025 year with Drew Estate, the cigar experience, the rebirth of cigars. Get you some Drew Estate. Go to a Drew Estate event. Let them know Chief and Bob the Cigar Guy send you. And Quality Importers. Excited to have Quality Importers on board with the channel, with Chief Talk, bringing you guys just the most wonderful cigar swag and accessories that you can have alongside your smoking experience. Jay Bates, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Woohoo! Made it evening, all. Fireborn, we are glad to have you. Let me come back over here, cut the music off. There we go. And we are back into our regular, normal production show. Let me come back over here to the comments, take it off the screen, get back over here onto the screen. Welcome in to Chief Talk. Happy to have you. Happy to see your comments because I can't see all your faces. Now, Michael Zakovic, I can see your profile picture through Facebook. Gary Zanstra, he left early, but I can see him chilling on the old lake pontoon, having a good time, a perpetual good time. It would be cool to see you guys change up your profile pictures on YouTube or whatever it be. I'm here having trouble with my display. Charles Adamson. Hopefully the display fixes itself for you and you don't have to worry about it anymore. But glad to have you in the room. How are you all doing? I am doing fantastic. Michael Zakovic got his print in today, and the wife loves it. Michael Zakovic, I'm so happy that you are one of the handful of people who have bought some prints from the Chief from my photo journey from the last little over a year. That picture's a little over a year old, and I'm glad that it is now in your abode. And to the other people, I've sold 12 prints now. Some people have bought multiple prints, so it's not 12 people who have bought prints, but I have sold 12 prints now, and I am excited to see people posting pictures or maybe sending me DMs of my artwork, my photography in their space. Super excited about that. Now, I want to know, what are you smoking? What are you drinking? As we ask every single week. Sometimes you guys beat me to it. I did not pull something out. I have a plethora of cigars here in front of me to smoke, and I'm having a hard time deciding what I want to smoke. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with this brand new straight to the actually yeah, I'm gonna smoke this. I'm gonna smoke this Villiger TAA 2024 exclusive. Got the nice little flip band down there with the TAA logo on it. But I'm actually really, I don't know anything about this cigar. I didn't do any research on it. They sent it to us, and so I'm gonna smoke it. I'm gonna have a good time smoking. I'm gonna smoke it with you all. Sean Crowley, what is going on? How are you doing? Michael Zakvik's got a My Father Fonseca MX. Nice. It's been a minute or so since I've had a My Father. I probably need to get around to getting another My Father. Oh man, I wasn't supposed to use that cutter. I was supposed to use this new Calibri cutter. Look at this thing. Isn't that cool? It's a Calibri cutter. It's got a V cut and a guillotine cut on it on that side, and it's got the Quasar diamonds on all around the rest of the grip. So kind of like the tabletop cutter that I use, or the old tabletop lighter that I used to use. It's part of that Quasar collection. That's pretty nice. I was supposed to use it, and I completely spaced and forgot about it. So we'll put that over here. We'll light it up with the Calibri Cube, right? Kind of hard to beat this tabletop lighter. I love this lighter. Not only do I love the color, I just love that it's not only a double torch, right? That's what I use to toast the foot of my cigar. But then when I go to light, once I've got that foot nice and toasted, get that nice soft flame. Let it go. Let it rip. Let's see. Matt Berger, I'm having a Don Derma Golden Child. Ooh, that Ronnie Hatia Deadwood or Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust collaboration Golden Child. Nice. Nice to see that. I love everything Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. I love everything Ronnie Hatia. So happy to see. Going a little fancy. I put my drink in a Glencairn this evening. I'm smelling it like it's actually alcohol, like normal. Muscle memory. Is BTCG grounded? No, he's not grounded. I think he's got an early day tomorrow, so he is not out here with us this evening. Banker John enjoying a Pravada turducken. Ooh, I didn't know Pravada had a turducken. Hopefully, Banker John, it does well for you. It tastes well, it smokes well, it draws well. Construction does great for you. And all around, it's just a great smoking experience. And for all of you who are smoking this evening, I hope you're having wonderful smoking experiences. Now, for everybody who's smoking this evening, how's the weather where you're smoking? Because I tell you what, I would not be smoking if I was not in the studio. This is one of those nights that if I was even on the balcony, it would have been a hard night to be on the balcony. It is currently sitting at 40 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 36, but the wind out there is kicking up, and it is bone chilly out there. Fireborn is getting ready to start in Adobe. I almost pulled out an Adobe earlier because I love the Adobe, and we've got a box of them. But I ended up getting busy and doing some other stuff and never pulled it out. So it's the Villiger TAA exclusive for me. What's up, party people? Sorry I'm late. Supreme Tobacco, you're never late. We're all just early. Glad to have you here in the chat this evening. J-Bait says 32 degrees at the moment. We had snow today. I saw a lot of people on Facebook posting snow in a few of the cigar groups. So that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe is this too early for snow for you normally, Jay? Do you usually get into December without snow, or right up on Thanksgiving without snow, or how does that usually work? Is this an early snow, a late snow? How's that going? Oh yeah, Colorado's about 50 degrees right now. That's why I have a smoking tent with a heater in my garage. Not bad. So it's colder in South Carolina than in Colorado. That's crazy. We had snow showers today in Illinois. Ooh, Michael Vacavec, you stay bonded up there, buddy. 38 feels like 29. Snow yesterday. Oof. I thoroughly enjoyed a Hoya or a JC Newman Diamond Crown Black Diamond. What a cigar! What a cigar! Shout out to the blending team over at JC Newman when it comes to that Black Diamond. That is a fantastic cigar. Jay Bates, it just depends. We had a snow on Halloween last year. It didn't stick today. Whoa, Halloween, good night. 68 in my garage lounge. That's what it's about in here. I think I'm sitting at 65 right now. So that's why I love having the Rabbit Air. Is when we have the fans up in the roof running, it sucks all the air out and sends it outside. So it takes all of the heat that we have in here from our heater and sends it outside. With the Rabbit Air, it just keeps recycling the air in here, so you don't have to worry about heating things up too much or not enough or whatever it be. So shout out Rabbit Air. I want to give a big shout out to Jay Bates and myself for hitting the love button over on Facebook, and Ronnie Newman, Ronald Smith, and Michael Zakavec. Thank you for hitting the like button over on Facebook as well. I'm sure YouTube, you guys are crushing it over there. There's currently 11 people watching over on YouTube. I'm sure you guys are killing the like button over there. Let's see. Hello from Southeast Kentucky. First time watching, just found Bob the Cigar Guy channel, enjoying and helpful, new to enjoying cigars. Joe Gross, welcome to the Bob the Cigar Guy universe. I am not Bob the Cigar Guy. I'm Bob the Cigar Guy's son. So if you're new, you probably haven't found that out yet. I am the Chief. This is called Chief Talk. And this is a live show that we do every single Thursday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in Southeast Kentucky, you're at 7:15 over there. We were just over in Southeast Kentucky a month and a half ago with the Drew Estate Barn Smoker over there. So welcome in. Everybody give a nice welcome into Senor Joe, having a fun time smoking cigars with us, enjoying it, new to enjoying cigars. We are happy to be here along your cigar smoking your journey. I would like to know, Joe, what have you found yourself jumping into to smoke here recently? What are you smoking on? We'd love to know. But yeah, it's cold outside, and this is the past few weeks have been really great because being able to smoke outside has been wonderful because the weather's been nice. It's been a little chilly, right? Or just a tad bit hot for the past few weeks. It goes back and forth, that autumn feel. But now it's getting cold. Actually sat outside with my buddy Jamie Vaughn last night at his house, and we were huddled together real close to make sure that we stayed nice and warm, which was nice. It was a nice time to sit with your bro and smoke and look into each other's eyes as you blast the night away. But no, this is what I'm definitely thankful when it's the middle of summer and it's hot and humid outside, and we have the air conditioner running, and when we can be in here and smoke and not have to worry about the outside elements. And then when it is bone shaker cold outside, and we can come in here where it's nice and humidified and heated, and we've got the Rabbit Air taking all the smoke out of the air and whatnot. It just made the effort of building this whole entire studio space that much more worth it. Joe Gross, speaking of bone shakers, he's got himself a bone shaker in CAO Brazilian. Nice. Stogie Sister, you look into my eyes. Heartbreak eyes. Come on, Stogie Sister. We'd love to have you over here and come smoke with us. Now, yeah, I'm sure you're what is it cold over that way? Is it snowing over where you're at? I feel like you live in just an amount of snow all the time. Get in line. Who knew my eyes were so tantalizing? Should just do a when Chief Talk gets more of a budget, I'll have to get another camera that just is a Chief eye cam with a nice zoom lens on it, and it just zooms straight into the eyes, and I can give you the 1080p high quality eyes. It's freezing. Our snow melted. Uh-oh. No bueno. No bueno at all. That's what you don't want. You just want it to stay snow. You don't want it to turn into that nasty slick stuff. It's weird drinking a soda out of a Glencairn glass because all I want to do is nose it and sip it. I just have Glencairn muscle memory. That's kind of funny because I don't drink a lot, right? I mean, I have it here because I was taking pictures with some bourbon and I drank the bourbon out of it. I drank some bourbon last week, so here I am saying I don't drink a lot, and I've drank 2 weeks in a row. Now, this is on Thursday, so 7 days apart. But it is funny, like I've got this muscle memory of Glencairn's got to go to the nose, and then it's a little roll it around the lips. Get in line for that. So with tonight being the second to last Thursday of the month, that means that next week is Thanksgiving, right? If my old calendar does me right here, next Thursday is Thanksgiving. So that means we won't have Chief Talk next week because I'm not going to do Chief Talk on Thanksgiving. I would never. I would be in so much trouble with that. But two, it means that we are going to do a bracket this evening. That's right. Now, I did think we were going to have Bob the Cigar Guy on with us this evening, but we don't. So I have here an unfilled bracket. And what we'll do is we'll just list out 12 items that we as Thanksgiving participating members of society have on our Thanksgiving. And then what I will do is I will actually randomize it instead of seeding it. And then that way we won't have to worry about, well, what's the best thing and what's the worst thing out of the 16 things. We'll randomize it, and then we'll see how it goes, right? Maybe we can get some cool upsets in there. So what do you guys think about that? We'll go with a nice little bracket this evening to send off the last show of November. This is kind of when Chief Talk gets a little weird in the year. You know, 2 weeks ago, we didn't have Chief Talk because we were at the Florida Barn Smoker. We're going to the Florida Barn Smoker. Last week, we were back. We had Bob the Cigar Guy. We had the First Lady on for the show. Tonight, it's a solo show. It's okay. It's called Chief Talk, baby. That's how we roll. That's how it started. Back to the basics. And then next week, we won't have a show. And then we'll have a show. Let me look at the dates in December. In December, we'll have a show. We'll have 1, 2, 3. Also, we'll have 3 shows in December, and then we won't have a show on the 26th, and I'm not sure if we'll have a show on the 2nd. We might have a show on the 2nd, the first Thursday of 2025. But that means after tonight, we only have 3 more shows this year. So, wow, that's kind of crazy that we're only going to have the 3 shows after this. So we've got to definitely make sure that we make the most out of our shows for the rest of the year. Charles Adamson says, finally got his AV working, had to reboot. We are welcoming Charles Adamson back into the show. Howdy, Charles. Sounds good. I know everyone loves turkey, but at my Friendsgiving, we always rock a prime rib roast. Got to have it every year. We do a prime roast every year as well with the turkey. Or maybe we do that for Christmas. Maybe we do it for Christmas. I think we do it for Christmas, actually. We usually do 2 turkeys for Thanksgiving. My mom will cook a turkey traditional style, and then I will cook a turkey on the smoker. This year, I have not signed up to smoke a turkey, but I do believe I am going to smoke some pork for pulled pork. We don't ever do ham on Thanksgiving, honestly. Sometimes we'll break out a ham on like in between Christmas and Thanksgiving, but very rarely do we ever have a ham on Thanksgiving. We're a turkey family. And like I said, usually we do 2 turkeys. My mom will do a turkey the traditional way, and I'll smoke a turkey, brine it for a couple days, and then smoke it, and then bring it over. It's nice, juicy. But I don't want to put all that effort into a turkey this year. I don't know. My mind can still be changed. I could end up smoking a turkey. I don't know. You guys will find out after the next week. Same here. 1 in the oven, 1 in the smoker. Matt Brugger, a man of class. Let's see. Matt Brugger went and changed his profile. Look at there. I like that. That's really cool. J-Bait says cheesy potatoes are a must. Cranberry sauce jellied. Speaking of jellied cranberry sauce, there's 2 cans of it over on my dad's desk right now. Kind of concerned about that. So let's come over here to my bracket, and we'll automatically put turkey, right? And then we'll go ahead and put prime rib roast on there. What else? We've got, we'll put ham, right? So put the ham on there, and then we'll do we want to do like just potatoes in general, or do we want to have a couple different versions of potatoes? I'll let you guys and gal decide that. Wolfgang Puck brined turkey and ham in the smoker here. Prime rib is on Christmas. Banker John with sauerkraut. I have never had sauerkraut on Thanksgiving. I like sauerkraut, but I've never had it on Thanksgiving before. Michael Zakovet with the collards. I'm just gonna put collards. That's how we say it here. So I don't know. We'll do the cheesy potatoes. Now your cheesy potatoes are like the potato au gratin, like the thin potatoes shaved real like into little dices, and then you put the cheesy sauce and whatnot. Is that what you're talking about, Jay? I'm gonna put this one in because I love this one. Whoop. Green bean casserole. I'm a fiend for some green bean casserole. I love green bean casserole. Now, is that just cobbler in general? We'll do that. We'll just put cobbler in general. I don't know if let me do it. Stuffing and dress. I'll do stuffing / dressing because people call it the same thing, 2 different names sometimes. Ronald Smith with the deviled eggs in there. I'm not an egg fan, but deviled eggs are a staple in my family. My wife will eat her body weight in deviled eggs. She loves them. My mom and my sister, same thing. I'm just not. I don't eat eggs as it is. Broccoli casserole. Well, we're doing. Oh no, we didn't do casseroles in general. Broccoli cheese casserole, garlic croutons on top. Ooh, look at you guys go. All right, so we did the mashed potatoes. We'll do the cheesy potatoes. Ooh. J-Bait says, I make 2 different styles. I use shredded hash browns and diced hash browns with the peppers and onions, crockpot style, pumpkin pie, and Cool Whip. Yeah, you got to have pumpkin pie and you got to have apple pie on there. So we got 2 slots left. We could do, what are some, say you have like roasted carrots could be on there. What else? Some people just do gravy, right? Because you put your gravy on your turkey, put your gravy on your mashed potatoes, you put your gravy on your, wait, we can't leave this off. Rolls, gotta have it. I don't eat cornbread on Thanksgiving. I think it's sacrilegious to have cornbread on Thanksgiving. Oh, I got to put cranberry sauce.
I gotta put cranberry sauce. Pecan pie. I'm not a fan of pecan pie. Now I can add more teams onto this, but I've got to make sure. Okay, we'll just go ahead and add 2 more. All right, because we've got yams, which you can do like a sweet potato casserole out of there. What else is there? Dan Burns has got elk roast, Yukon Gold potatoes, turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Ooh, my man. So we'll put pecan pie on there now. If there anything else comes in, in the next few minutes or so, we're sitting at 19. Congratulations, we have almost hit 20. I wanted to make sure. It's hard to see the comments and the number count of people. Ronald Smith salads. I got pumpkin pie on there. 13, number 13, Brett. Fireborn. What time we coming over, Dan? That's right. Dan and Diana. They got the plan going. I need to get my way on over there too. Which Jay Bates and I are going to move to Washington soon, so. No, Charles Adamson. No, you don't. You can't. You don't boycott bread on Thanksgiving. No, you can't. It is the concrete of Thanksgiving. If you get the right bread, you ain't wasting too much space. No way. We ain't boycotting bread. No way. The Pollock in me says, ain't happening. So we'll see if anything else comes through. Ronald Smith said salads. If we get something else that comes in, I don't know. I think we're pretty good. I mean, when it comes to sides, like when I eat Thanksgiving, I'm a big turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, bread, green bean casserole, and that's about it. I'll eat my weight's worth in it. And then we'll save a little room for some apple pie. That's pretty much all I really care about when it comes to things. There's 21 people. Congratulations. We have continued the streak of 20 or more concurrent viewers in a row for Chief Talk. I'm not going to take drink options, John. No. But here's the thing. Like, one of the greatest things about Thanksgiving isn't Thanksgiving itself. It's leftovers, right? Well, it must be a Singapore thing, Senor Singapore. When it comes to Thanksgiving, the best thing about Thanksgiving is leftovers, right? Leftover prime rib, put that on a sandwich the next day. Buddy, you talk about heaven. No, I'm not taking bread off my list. No, bread. Look, I know bread might not make it far. Rolls might not make it far on the bracket here, and that's fine with me. But I gotta have bread. Bread has got to be on there. The Wolfgang Puck gravy is made with brandy and port wine, a meal in itself. That just seems too highfalutin. That's not Thanksgiving. That's like dinner with Gordon Ramsay. Fireborn says, ever done Yorkshire pudding with the drippings from the prime rib roast? It's an English thing. No, I've never done that. I've never had a Yorkshire pud before. Not that I wouldn't have one. They look delicious. But I've never had the Yorkshire pud before. Let me come back over here. Charles Adamson, thank you for hitting the like button over on Facebook. Appreciate you greatly. All right, so let's go ahead and create this thing. Boom. Oh, we've got a play-in. Wait. Did I do this? Oh, no. Hold on. Can I edit it here? Oh, no. It ranked them. Dang it. I didn't mean to put it
Dadgummit. Well, I'm not. All right. So it went ahead and seeded them. I forgot to put randomize. My bad, guys. Let's see. So our play-ins are cranberry sauce and yams and rolls and okay. So that actually kind of sort of plays out, right? That kind of sort of plays out. Michael Zakovic right on cue. Where is Sammy Flo? And then Sammy Flo jumps in the chat and says, "Hello." Like Beetlejuice, say his name 3 times and he appears. Charles Adamson, Yorkshire pudding is bread too, but almost worth it. It's rigged. It's rigged. No, we don't have an electoral college here. Screw you. So we'll go with our 2 play-ins. We'll come up here to the cranberry sauce and the yams play-in. Let me get my phone out. I gotta have my list going here. I thought somebody had purchased a print, but it was just somebody getting their order shipped. By the way, if you follow me on Facebook, I'm selling prints now of some of my artwork. Feel free to go and take a look at it and tell me what you think. And if you like it so much, you can buy it and hang it in your man space, your house, your lounge, whatever it is you got. Yeah, check it out on Facebook. All right. Let's see. All right. So we'll go ahead and start on the cranberry sauce and the yams. We got, let's see, let's come back over here. Ronald Smith, Sammy Flo, both on the yams. Nathan Kerr, stuffing in or out of bird. My aunt does both. When we vote for stuffing, you can have it be in or out of the bird, just whatever you want. Michael Zakovic with the cranberry sauce. Chief Ross, that's right, baby. My grandma used to make one dish of oyster dressing from. Oh gosh, no way. Oysters do not belong anywhere near a Thanksgiving table. Sorry, unless they're the oysters that you carve out of the turkey. Jay Rates with the cranberry sauce. Charles Adamson with the cranberry sauce. So you guys go ahead and get your votes in. We've got 20 people currently watching. We've got 5 people who have answered. So we've got plenty of people who are still able to voice their opinion on whether they would choose cranberry sauce or the yams. Oh, I am voting for yams. I can't stand cranberry sauce. Stogie Sister on the cranberry sauce. Oh, it's a tight race, 4-3. I actually don't like either one of these things. I don't like cranberries. I don't like yams. But I would definitely prefer yams over cranberry. Dead Heat, 4-4. Stream of Tobacco votes yams. Also, Grandpa liked brains and eggs on his birthday. So, yeah. Ooh, gosh, no. Fireborn with the yams. No way. That's 9 votes. So that's almost half. So, but neither is going to win over turkey in the next round. No, absolutely not. Nathan Kerr with the strawberry rhubarb and blueberry pie. Ooh, talk about nice. I love rhubarb pie. I don't think I've ever had strawberry rhubarb, but rhubarb pie is good. That's more of an Appalachian thing, I do believe. I feel like, right? I think, Nathan, you might be a little behind, buddy. Reset the stream. Can I get into the... Let me get to the yams. Sweet yams. All right. We haven't gotten any more votes into the yams cranberry sauce. I've got 5-4 yams. Rhubarb grows great in Alaska. Nice. So it's more than just an Appalachian thing. How about that? You learn something new every day. All right. So we're going to come down. So turkey and yams into that round. We're going to come over here to the rolls and the pecan pie. Now, this one for me is super
Easy. I'm a rolls man. I don't like pecan pie. I think pecan pie tastes like dirt. So I'm gonna go rolls. I'm gonna roll rolls as long as rolls on the roll. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going rolls. Ronald Smith with the warm rolls. My man knows what to do with a handful of rolls. Fireborn pecan pie. So your sister rolls right there with your chief semi-flow. My man with the rolls. You just can't beat a roll, man. That's warm roll. You just can't beat it. East side of the country thing. My grandma always made rhubarb pie stuff here in Michigan. Huh, interesting. Michael Zekovic with the pecan pie. Supreme Tobacco with the pecan pie as well. I did not take Supreme Tobacco as a pecan man. Charles Adamson in there with that dirty, dirt tasting pecan pie. I don't know what the appeal is for pecan pie. I have never liked pecan pie. Just because I could do without the rolls. Okay, well, fine, Brian. You're not gonna stare into these eyes. Get this. You get behind Stokey's sister. But are they King's Hawaiian rolls? I'd change my vote. They can be any kind of rolls you want. That's a tough one. Can I vote for both? No, you can't vote for both. But he did put rolls in there, so I'm gonna put him down for rolls. Brett Kelly comes in with rolls. Brett Kelly, you're a man of high stature and class. I do appreciate your vote of confidence here. 18 votes. I've got 18 people. 17 people, 18 people watching, and I've got 610 votes, so that is over 50%. And you know who it's gonna be? Matt Brugger comes in to finish them off with the rolls. Yeah, buddy. To all you roll haters out there, get it. But look, it's going up against Prime Rib Roast. There's no way Rolls is going any farther. I don't even know if I'll vote for Rolls at that point. So our lovely contended outside votes, our play-in spots, the cranberry sauce and the yams, the rolls and the pecan pie. Pecan pie and cranberry sauce kicked out pretty early. Two that I am actually happy to see gone. Because I thought cranberry sauce was actually going to pull off one of those weird runs of like, oh, we're like cranberry sauce is like you either love it or you hate it. And the people who love it, it's like a cult following with cranberry sauce, right? And it's always the nasty cranberry sauce that looks like it's, the shape of a can. And then obviously, I honestly thought Rolls was going to lose. I thought pecan pie was going to take it just because I do know a lot of people who like pecan pie. I personally do not like pecan pie at all. So I am happy to see pecan pie off the list immediately. So, without further ado, let's find our next matchup. All right, so we didn't even go over these matchups. Turkey had the number 1 seed, obviously, because I accidentally forgot that I seeded these things. Turkey went ahead and got the number 1 seed, well, not the first bye. They had to wait for their opponent, right? So turkey and yams, cobbler in general. So peach cobbler, cherry cobbler, pear cobbler, apple cobbler, sweet cobbler, gobbler, in general, cobbler. Is going up against stuffing / dressing. So stuffing is the one you put in the bird. Dressing is the one you cook outside of the bird. Depending on which one you want, you can vote for that. Sauerkraut made it on the list. Probably should have been in the play-in spot, but because I didn't randomize it or make it play in the play-in spot, it's in there. Going up against pumpkin pie. Lordy knows if you guys mess this up, I'm gonna riot. Then you got collard greens up against the cheesy potatoes, Jay Bates staple. The prime rib roast also had to wait on an opponent coming in. You got the rolls here versus then you've got the green bean casserole versus the deviled eggs. Ooh, that is actually a pretty good fight, if I do say so myself. Especially down here in the South, we love our casseroles. White people, Southern casseroles, it just goes hand in hand. Ham and apple pie. Ooh, that's actually also another really good one because people who love ham on Thanksgiving love ham on Thanksgiving. And usually people who like turkey on Thanksgiving only want turkey on Thanksgiving. So we're going to find out a lot about this ham and apple pie. And then we've got the mashed potatoes versus the broccoli casserole. So in this mashed potatoes can be any kind of mashed potatoes you want. It's people do mashed potatoes. You got instant, you got homemade, you got Wolfgang Puck mashed potatoes, I'm sure. So
Jay Bates says, what is wrong with you? Pecan pie cranberry sauce is heavenly. No. Sketchy, right? The brackets are going Chiefs' way. Hey, it's called Chief Talk, not Jay Bates and Fireborn Talk. You guys go start your own YouTube channel. It is rigged. I control it all. So let's start off at the top here. I think this is just an easy one. I probably could go ahead and fill this out, but just in case, like I said, if you get a ham person, a lot of times people will choose ham or anything against turkey because they hate turkey so much. But I think this is going to be a clean sweep. I'm going turkey. Who else is going turkey over here? Matt Brugger is going turkey. Brett Kelly is going turkey. Texas Taurus, I'm still recovering from seeing Mike Bustin. I can't even talk. Seeing Mike Butt Tyson's cheeks. Charles Addison, Fireborn, Ronald Smith, a turkey. I don't see this being anywhere near a competition. I don't think anybody's voting for yams here. A turkey for you, a turkey for Michael Zakovic. I think we just go ahead and call it. Throw in the towel. No turkey cheeks here, courtesy of Dallas. Let's just say we go down the roll, right? Let's come here to cobbler in general or stuffing and dressing. I am actually going to go for cobbler. I am not a stuffing or dressing fan. When it's inside of the bird, you got to worry about your salmonella, E. coli, weird bird stuff all up in there. Cereal tobacco with the yams and the Z. And if it's outside the turkey, it's just too dry to be. It's just too dry to be on the table. So I'm going cobbler. Let's see. Michael Zakovic is also going cobbler, a man of true class. Stogie Sister, you got to choose one. Brett Kelly with the stuffing. Ronald Smith with the stuffing as well. Charles Adamson with the stuffing / dressing. Yes, so it's dressing then. It's not stuffing, it's dressing. Stuffing is in the bird. Stuffing is running away with it. Jay Bates with the cobbler, my man. Stogie Sister went ahead and went with the stuffing as well. She chose, and it is looking like it's going to be a little bit of a runaway. Wasn't that not a Jay-Z, Kanye West song? Continue to fill my Glencairn glass of not alcohol. Whoa. Almost overfilled. Spring with tobacco with the cobbler, my man. Stuffing is just bread with seasoning. That's right. It's not white people bread. Actually, surprisingly, it is white people bread. Imagine that. One thing white people season. And it's bread. So stuffing dressing takes the victory there. So all of you weird E. coli, salmonella people, enjoy your victory lap while you can be alive. Another one that I'm not sure is going to be too much of a competition here is sauerkraut and pumpkin pie. Now, while I love myself some sauerkraut, Polish heritage, I'm white, fermented cabbage is just great. But pumpkin pie, I mean, come on, baby. I'm going to go pumpkin pie here. Matt Brugger also on the pumpkin pie train. Stogie Sister on the pumpkin pie. Charles Addison, not in my house, Brian. The dressing my daughter makes is fruits, nuts, breads. Now, that's white people stuffing right there. Brett Kelly on the pie. Fireborn on the pie. Supremo Tobacco. I love the pie. Charles Addison on the pie as well. Let me go ahead and get a little relight here. Whoops, wrong one. Press the button right. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember who put sauerkraut up there. I can't even remember. Mike Zakovic says he's got to go against his German heritage and put up on the pie. You got to. I mean, sauerkraut and pie, you just got to. Ronald Smith, E. coli doesn't live in 350 degrees for 3 hours. The middle of the the bird doesn't get 350 degrees. That's just the breast meat. I'm sure it's safe, but I ain't trusting it. Pumpkin pie wins in the landslide. Congratulations. That was another one of those no-brainers. I think the next round's really going to be the good one. Since all of this was, we didn't actually we seeded them accidentally when we shouldn't have seeded them. Now this is a good one. Collards and cheesy potatoes. I will say I like both, but I love me some potatoes. Now you've got the Pollock inside of me is saying, yes, sir, come on out. I'm going cheesy potatoes. Let's see, Brett Kelly, cheesy taters, boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Matt Brugger with the potatoes. Fireborn also with the potatoes. Michael Zakovic with the collards, my man. Ronald Smith with the cheesy taters. Stogie Sister with the taters. Supreme Tobacco with the potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Oh, I love cheese and potatoes. It's just so good. It's a nice quality meal. Greens, as long as they're made with bacon, a little bit of fat back in there, huh? You wanna clog up them arteries quick. Taters. Jay Bates with the cheesy potatoes. I knew that was coming in. You're the one who suggested it. That's what is that? 12 votes, and we've got 14 people currently watching. So that's a pretty easy 9-2. So we have 11. Sorry. Cheesy potatoes with the victory lap there. Now I do believe this is where the sweet run for my rolls is over. Just out of hostility and prosperity and posterity, I'm rolling with the rolls. I expect I'm the only one who rolls with rolls over prime rib roast, because honestly, I'd really probably go with the prime rib roast too. But I have to stand on principle. I have to stand on standard. I've rigged this thing in my favor, right? Fireborn says, I wanted to grow my own food, but couldn't find bacon seeds. Ronald Smith with the prime time. Brett Kelly with the rolls, my man. Standing rib roast for the Supremo man himself. Fireborn with the roast. Dan Burns with the roast. Stogie Sister with the rib. Michael Zakovic, my man, with the rolls. Charles Adamson with the meat. He wants to sweat. Give him the meat. Matt Brugger coming in with the rib roast as well. Rolls put up a little bit of fight there. I'll say I'm proud of my roll bros. Brett Kelly and Michael Zakovic. We stand together. You're invited. But that's a pretty easy, decisive victory here with the prime rib roast. Rolls, you put up a valiant fight. You made it through one battle. You couldn't get through the next boss. Now this one, that's a pretty good fight right here. Green bean casserole and deviled eggs. I'm going green bean casserole because I don't like eggs at all. Matt Brooks says I eat rolls on the daily. Hey, brother, have you tested your blood recently? But I'm going green bean casserole for sure. No problem here. I don't eat eggs. I don't like eggs. They're nasty to me. Michael Zakovic is on the casserole as well. Matt Brugger on the casserole. Charles Adamson's over here on the eggs. Matt Brugger on the green bean casserole. Fireborn on the green bean casserole as well. For Thanksgiving, green bean casserole all day long. Ronald Smith with the fart eggs. Dan Burns also gassing it up over there. Supreme Tobacco's having a hard time trying to decide which one he wants to go with. It's all right. I won't judge you either which way you go. J8 says, neither. Can I cast another vote for rolls? You got to choose. Yes. Supreme Tobacco with the green bean casserole, baby. That's my man. He lies. He lies. I'm a fan of the green bean casserole, but I don't do with the deviled eggs, and obviously with chat, nobody else. Well, I mean, some people did, obviously, But the green bean casserole takes the win. And here's a good one right here. You got a meat versus a dessert. Um, and if I do believe, did pumpkin pie one, right? Yes. So we do have one dessert, but we don't have a second dessert. I'm going apple pie. I can do without ham on Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the pie. Fireborn's over here up on the ham. I'm sorry, I put one too many on the pie. I counted myself and then accidentally wrote it down as fifth one. So, well, Stogie Sister, there's the fifth one. We'll leave it there. Charles Adamson comes on in here with the pie. Rib roast with creepy casserole is kind of a hard one to beat on a holiday feast. I'm sure that means green bean. Brett Kelly with the pie. Dan Burns also with the pie. It's another runaway. I do love ham, right? Don't get me wrong. Ham's a great meal, but it's Thanksgiving. The Native Americans and the settlers didn't get photographed eating ham. They got photographed eating apple pie and turkey. So you have to do your American duty and choose apple pie. What's more American than apple pie? Speaking of American, we got the mashed potatoes and the broccoli casserole. Now, we did get cheesy potatoes, right? Already. So do we vote based off of which of these two we like more than the other, or do we vote for a little bit of diversity? Creepy casseroles on Halloween. I got your pie right over here. Matt Brugger on the potato. You know what? I think I'm on the mashed potatoes as well. Just because, with those two, I've got to go mashed potatoes over the broccoli. Mashed taters. Voice text is killing me. It's that Valley Girl accent you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Brian, try balsamic roasted Brussels sprouts with that prime rib. Ooh, Brett Kelly coming on with the potatoes as well. Yeah, I would happily, not that cheesy broccoli casserole isn't good. I mean, I do love me some cheesy broccoli casserole. Brian with the mashed potatoes as well. Broccoli, potatoes, waste space like bread. Charles Adamson, all you gonna eat on Thanksgiving is meat. That's it. And maybe a slice of pie at the end. That's all Charles Adamson's gonna eat for Thanksgiving. It's just meat. It's Wolfgang Puck diet. He has to eat as much of the Wolfgang Puck turkey as possible. Let's see. Mashed taters takes the cake, because we have no cakes currently on the list here. So let's go ahead and erase the votes. Now, if you have not let me know what you're smoking, what you're drinking, I would love to know what are you smoking, what are you drinking. If you've already told me, thank you for letting me know. If you've switched up and you've lit something else up, do let me know. I'd appreciate to know. The band on this almost is, I don't know what the artwork is on it, but it almost feels like Braille. It does feel like Braille, and it almost looks like Braille. Kind of weird. Dan Burns is a meat and potatoes kind of guy. That's right. No fruit in his diet. We didn't fight to the top of the food chain to be vegetarian, right? I don't know. I mean, you got some big dudes out there that are vegetarians. Some dinosaurs are vegetarians. Jay Bates is currently like 2.5 minutes behind the stream. Restart your stream, bucko. I love vegetables. I'm happy with it. And I'll tell you what, cheesy broccoli casserole is a good meal. If cheesy broccoli casserole would have gone up against some of these others, I would have chosen it. If cheesy broccoli casserole would have gone up against ham, I'd have chosen cheesy broccoli casserole. If cheesy broccoli casserole would have gone up against deviled eggs, it'd have been broccoli casserole. If it had gone up against pecan pie, it'd have been cheesy broccoli casserole. If it had gone up against sauerkraut, it'd have been cheesy broccoli casserole. If it had gone up against stuffing or cobbler, I would have chosen cheesy broccoli casserole. If it had gone up against yams or cranberry sauce, it'd have been cheesy broccoli casserole. So cheesy broccoli casserole just kind of got the unlucky draw here. Heyo, Supremo Tobacco eats vegetarians. That's right. You eating a cow, right? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. My food eats the salad for me. Well, if you're Ronald Smith, you eat salad on Thanksgiving. Whoop. I hear the squirrel on top of the studio. There's a loft, and there's a squirrel that lives up in the top of the loft, and I hear him up there. He probably feels the warmth of the studio. He's like, give me the warmth. All right. So our next battles into the Elite Eight. We've got turkey versus stuffing, pumpkin pie versus cheesy taters, prime rib roast versus the green bean casserole, and the apple pie versus the mashed potatoes. They're pretty good fights. Pretty good ones. All of those, except for stuffing and dressing, are things that I'm going to have a hard time choosing between. So let's just go back to the top. We'll come back up here to the top. Come over here to turkey and stuffing. Dan Burns says squirrel stew. Jay Bates, wish I had a feral pig or savage feast and Buffalo Trace right now. Well, I've got a TAA exclusive from Villiger, and it has some Buffalo Trace earlier. Don't keep that squirrel as a pet. Nope, feds come get him. Brett Kelly with the turkey. Fireborn also with the turkey. I'm also going turkey again. This is one of the ones that I'm like, this is not a debate for me at all. I don't like turkey stuffing or dressing at all. Stokey Sister is choosing it over turkey. Maybe Stokey Sister is vegetarian. We're not judging you. We're not judging you. This is a safe space for vegetarians too. We smoke leaves, right? Matt Brugger, Ronald Smith, Michael Zakovic, Jay Bates. That's 4 more for turkey. I'm definitely a fan of the turkey selection going on here. So Dan Burns, Supremo Tobacco, Charles Adamson, all 3 as well for the turkey, and that does it for the over 50% of the vote. So turkey, welcome to the final 4. Stuff and dressing, you had yourself a little bit of a run there. Appreciate you. Now we're going to go the pumpkin pie and cheesy potatoes. Now, this one's difficult. Photostep Hero says, I'm here, and the answer is turkey. Turkey for you, turkey for me. Yeah, turkey wins, hands down. Now, pumpkin pie, cheesy potatoes, I'm going the potatoes because apple pie is down the list, and I would rather have apple pie than pumpkin pie. Matt Brugger is also on the potatoes. Stokey's sister is on the cheese, she's on the pie. I'm on cheesy potatoes. Matt Brugger's on the cheesy potatoes. Charles Adamson's over on the pumpkin pie. Photos de Puros is on the cheesy potatoes. Fireborn also on the potatoes. Brett Kelly on the potatoes. Dan Burns on the potatoes. Michael Zakovic on the pie. Ron Smith on the taters. Jay Bates, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Gotta have cheese potatoes. Gotta have it. It's just, you can't have Thanksgiving without the potatoes. I could have Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie. Now, it's hard. I love pumpkin pie. Now, when it comes to the pies, though, if I'm going to shove a pie all the way to the end, if I can, it's going to be apple pie, no matter what. Supremo Tobacco with the cheese taters. That's my Smeagol Gollum impression, if you couldn't catch on. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
That's a Lord of the Rings reference for those who don't know. And the cheesy taters take the win. Ooh. I think my green bean casserole is about to lose here. I'm going to vote for it. Because if I had to choose between a meat, I'm going turkey on Thanksgiving. Prime rib roast wins 364 days out of the year. Turkey wins on whatever day Thanksgiving falls on between years. So I'm going on the GBC. Supreme Tobacco with the prime rib roast. Michael Zakovic on the roast as well. Ronald Smith with the meat sweats. Ronald Smith's all about the meat, baby. Dan Burns on the meat. Stogie Sister coming over to the dark side with the green bean casserole. Matt Brugger on the roast. Photostep Heroes broke my heart with the roast. Jay Bates, you sticking the knife in my back and twisting it. Since it's Thanksgiving, I vote green beans. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, again, prime rib roast is prime rib roast. I have to give green bean casserole its flowers as long as I can because I know it's not going to make it. Fireborn in here with the roast. Photosip Bureau says I need the meat sweats. I got your meat sweats right over here. I think I've said that twice now, so it's the last time I'm going to say it. But the prime rib roast takes the victory. All of you schwanky pankies. Down here to the last is the apple pie versus the mashed taters. Now, we've already got the cheesy potatoes. And as much as I love mashed potatoes, I love me an apple pie, baby. So I'm going apple pie all the way here. I would never turn my back on the apple pie. I love mashed potatoes. But, I could eat mashed potatoes in the middle of the summer in springtime. Apple pie is just a cold weather kind of food for me. Matt Brugger, Charles Adamson, Michael Zakovic, Brett Kelly, Fireborn, Ronald Smith, Dan Burns, Photostep Puros. That's 8 there. I don't even have to write this down. Jay Bates, 9. Stogie Sister, you get your tick over there on the mashed potatoes. But that's 9. Count it. On the apple pie. That was quick work. Hey, easy. Shouldn't tell you anything. All right. So let's erase the tally marks. All those pies came in at the same time. It's so easy to type pie. So the final 4. Ooh, what a final 4. Turkey versus the cheesy taters. And then the other semifinal is the prime rib roast versus the apple pie. We'll come back up here and start with the turkey. I'm going turkey here. It's just not Thanksgiving without turkey. It's not Thanksgiving without turkey. You can't convince me otherwise. It's not Thanksgiving without turkey. All you ham lovers out there, which there's not many in the chat tonight, can take a hike because turkey is the way to go. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the turkey. And Jay Bates, I want to know what you're going to say here. I don't know if you're going to choose cheesy potatoes over turkey. You might. Photostep Heroes with the gobble gobble, baby. My son's mother-in-law is a pastry chef. The pies are to die for. Michael Zakovic coming in with the turkey. Charles Adamson gobbling them up with the turkey. I just want to see if Jay Bates is going to stick with his cheesy potatoes or if he's going to be a rational, sane man and go with turkey. Oh, he did! He said there's no debate. A man of the people. That's what I'm talking about right there. Jay Bates, a man of the people, doing his thing. I appreciate the honesty there. Because it's not Thanksgiving. You can be Thanksgiving without cheesy potatoes, right? But it's not Thanksgiving if you don't have turkey. Now, this is not difficult for me. If there's one dessert you're going to have at Thanksgiving, it's apple pie. In my opinion, it's apple pie. So I echo the same sentiment as I did the turkey. It ain't Thanksgiving unless you got the apple pie. So I'm putting apple pie. Stogie Sister, Michael Zakabek, Photos de Puros, Charles Adamson also on the pie train here. Um, Dan Burns says, unless you have elk roast, Fireborn's on the roast. Ronald Smith's on the American Pie tour over there. Brett Kelly coming in with the pie. Dan Burns, is that a cosign for prime rib roast? Nope, he's going apple pie. He went ahead and put it up there. Jay Bates on the pie. I don't even have to wait for Supremo Tobacco. I'm sure he's going to say prime rib roast. I believe he, along with Matt Brugger and Fireborn, are going to be on the prime rib roast train over there. But apple pie wins in a landslide. And this is the fight. This is the final two we should have had. Turkey versus apple pie. I think this is the best final you could have in this whole entire scenario, whether it was rigged at the beginning or not. I think this was always going to be the outcome. I'm happy that apple pie ended up on this side of the line and turkey ended up on that side of the line, because it just comes down to the wire. Ronald Smith is going turkey. I'm going apple pie. I just apple pie, baby. Yeah, apple pie a la mode. A little bit of that crumble on top. Man, you talk about good. Fireborn's going turkey. Brett Kelly, tough, but I have to say turkey. Jay Bates is also saying turkey. Matt Brugger, turkey. It's Thanksgiving after all. I can't deny it. Turkey from Photos de Puros, but I'd be a sad Thanksgiving without the pie. Good pie is way better than dry turkey. Stogie Sister is going turkey. Charles Adamson is that so I have to vote pie. He's going pie. I feel in my heart like turkey's gonna take the win. It's currently winning 7-3. And we have got 17. So there is a chance that pie could come back here. There is a chance. So we'll leave it up for a little longer. But this is the fight you wanted at the end. You didn't want to see turkey and apple pie right out the gate. You didn't want to see that. That's too much of a heavyweight bout for me. Ronald Smith says moist turkey's better than dry pie. Yeah, your moist turkey's full of salmonella. I would say perfect apple pie is better than perfect turkey, and as well, in my opinion. I'm a apple pie fiend. I love apple pie. Apple pie with the crumble on top. Get you a nice fat hot scoop of it, and put you a nice cold scoop of that old school vanilla bean ice cream. Oh, you talk about just make you want to say, "Mama." Yes, sir. Evan Hart, I prefer a perfect ham over a perfect apple pie any day. Too bad. Ham got booted out. To apple pie. So, I mean, apple pie, turkey. We haven't had any more votes come in. I don't think apple pie is going to take the victory here. So I'll just go ahead and I've had more good turkey than good apple pie. Well, you ain't eating with the right people. Congratulations, turkey. An honorable win. I mean, either of those are winners in my heart. You can't lose with any of those. Dan Burns came in with the apple pie. The puck turkey and gravy is better than most apple pie. You ain't had Chief's apple pie. I tell you that. You ain't ever had Chief smoked turkey either. So again, luckily, at the end of the day, you're not going to have to just go to
your auntie's house next week, or your own house, or your grandmama's house, or your daughter-in-law's house, or whatever, and just eat the one thing that won the list. So you guys are off the hook, and gal are off the hook. You don't have to go. Supreme Tobacco missed the vote, but I would have gone. I would have gone without a pie or with a pie. Fortunately, you guys are gonna and gal are gonna be and gals if there's are others who are listening and just not commenting, which is fine. I'm glad you're here. This is a fantastic. I would be honored to show up to any house that had turkey, cranberry sauce, yams, cobbler of any kind, stuffing or dressing, sauerkraut, pumpkin pie, collards, cheesy potatoes, prime rib roast, rolls, pecan pie, green bean casserole, deviled eggs, hams, apple pie, mashed potatoes, and broccoli casserole. You talk about a spread of food. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different items taking up space on the table. You talking about a feast. A feast. Do I brine my turkey? Yes, absolutely. I use the Meat Church brine bath. You pour the brine solution into the water and you brine. I brine it for 48 hours before I smoke it. And I smoke turkey in applewood. That would be, a spread to invite the King of England over for, to celebrate, or whoever you would want to invite. Arnold, Schwarzenegger himself. This would be a spread to be proud of. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of good food. But now, Fireborn, I want second dinner. Stogie Sister says, I can't make a turkey. I had no. Wow, come on. Anybody can make a turkey. Anybody can do it. It's just got to pay attention to it. You gotta treat it like you treat your humidor, right? You gotta treat it like a baby. You gotta make sure you fine tune that thing, right? Doing a Guinness brine again this year. Ooh, interesting. I've never heard of a Guinness brine on a turkey before. Some people like to do fried turkeys. I'm not a big fried turkey fan. I love smoked turkey. But traditional turkey is hard to beat. I do love a nice traditional turkey. Now, you can miss me with all of the stuffing and stuff. When I smoke a turkey, I also spatchcock it. So I cut the backbone out of it, and I break the breast in half, and then I split it and smoke it flat. So I don't even have room in my turkey to smoke a stuffing inside of it. But I don't think smoked stuffing I don't know if it would take on the smoke flavor or not. Some of it would, but it would immediately dry out. I couldn't imagine smoked dressing being that good. Fireborn says, Guinness brine, that sounds amazing. I've put out several fires from people frying their turkey. Whew, girl. That's scary, man. People setting their garages on fire with frying turkeys. Come on, man. All that thing. Reading some instructions on your turkeys. When I do think of people talking about like ruining their turkeys for Thanksgiving, I always think of Scott Calvin in Santa Claus and burning his turkey in the oven and having to put it out. That, Charlie, is why you should always have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. Favorite Christmas movie of all time. We'll have to do that. And no, Die Hard will not be on that list. We'll do a Christmas movie bracket probably right before the holidays. The prep brine is honey, maple, salt, and spices. Then lift the skin and rub with rosemary butter. Do you rub the rosemary butter in it while you brine it? Or you do that after you brine it? Cook the turkey. Don't beat a turkey. Gobble, gobble. Oh, but no, again, I think that's a really good bracket. Stop the screen share. Come back over here and come over to here while we're at this point in time.
Give a big shout out to our sponsors, Drew Estate and Quality Importers, making sure that we have Chief Talk every single Thursday when it's not a holiday. Because again, we will not have Chief Talk next week. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving next Thursday. As much as we are a huge, big, wonderful family, I want you guys to spend that time with your families, your friends, Friendsgivings, Thanksgivings, whatever it is. I want you guys to spend that time together with them instead of having to worry about jumping on stream here with me. Do appreciate, the love, people who are going to miss it. But, I'm going to be here with my family hanging out. We've got family coming in from out of town. So it'll be a good time. I'm sure we'll probably be up here smoking cigars during the regular Chief Talk hour, but definitely want to make sure you guys are spending time with family instead of being here having to watch me. Even though, again, we are a big online family, I do love it. Supreme Tobacco says, okay, so what's everyone's favorite after Thanksgiving dinner smoke? If we do an after Thanksgiving dinner smoke, which I think we probably will because we have family coming in from out of town, I think I'm going to break out my last Signature. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break out my last Signature. Are you guys and gals preparing any smokes for Thanksgiving Day? After Thanksgiving, during Thanksgiving? I think on Thanksgiving, I'm probably going to smoke a more premium lineup. So I've got an Umbagog Brunsback with my name on it. I've got a Drew Estate Feral Flying Pig with my name on it. I got that Signature with my name on it. I might even break out one of those diamond crowned black diamond emeralds out. You talk about Chief is going to be smoking highfalutin Class A next Thursday. Jay Bates, Die Hard is the Christmas movie, you jackwagon. The man, the father, loving husband, just trying to see his kids during the holidays. Charles Adamson, I need some advice. I have a raccoon or skunk tearing up my lawn for the grubs at night. What to do? Ooh. Well, if it's a skunk, I'll pay a trapper. Because you don't want to have to trap it and then deal with that. That's a stinky situation. Raccoon, I don't know. Maybe just get your lawn treated for grubs. That might be the easiest way to not have to worry about either of those. But if you want, just get you a shotgun and sit out there and wait till they come up and paya, see ya. Never thought about it, Primo. I'm always just hanging with the family. Well, you got a week. Jay Bates got the beef stick and the feral lined up. Supreme Tobacco T52 has been my go-to, though a Signature sounds fantastic. Maybe an A. Ooh, not a bad cigar to go with. I'm saving a year of the Dragon and Apple Pie Moonshine. Ooh, which year of the Dragon is it? That 22 long rifle out. Yeah, buddy. Pling. Might be a possum. If it's a possum, don't kill it. It's North America's only marsupial. Might fire up the Byron Reserve. Ooh, fancy pansy. Stream of Tobacco, making sure the feds that are watching his phone know that he's joking. Pretty sure it's a coon. Haven't smelled any skunk. We call skunks polecats over here. And if it's a polecat, dog, stay away. That's a funk you don't. Even if it doesn't get on you, if it gets on your fence or on your pool liner or whatever, that's just gonna be bad for a while. Michael Zachbeck has got the Davidoff Chef's Edition for Thanksgiving smoke. Ooh, look at you, Mr. Z. Yeah, I think my contribution to Thanksgiving this year is actually going to be pulled pork. I've got a picnic ham in the freezer that's just calling for me to smoke it. So I think I'm going to smoke it. It's 18 pounds, so it's going to be a hefty amount of pork to smoke. So I think I'm going to smoke that. Matt Brugger, good night, everyone. Had a blast. Hey, Matt, thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Appreciate you hanging out with me and the rest of us. See what this is. All right. Could be a possum, but I haven't seen any around here. Trying to catch it on the IR motion cam. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and to get back to work. Stogie Sister, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you bringing your sense of class and finite resolution to this sense of characters who seem to just drain the life out of me sometimes. No. Thank you for hanging out with us. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully. Sean Crowley's got the pledge apogee. Ooh. Ronald Smith with the lows. Suprema Tobacco. Good night, y'all. Had to call it too. Have a great evening and a great week and a happy Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to call it here as well. I think it's a great place to end. Everybody else filing out of here. We've done our bracket. Again, congratulations to Turkey for taking the win. But again, no matter what, it's not about the food. It's about the time. It's about the family that you get to spend time with next week, remembering to give thanks for all the things you do have. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, hey, enjoy the day off. Enjoy the Black Friday sales. Be safe. Don't do anything too silly. And we will see you in a couple weeks. So thank you all for hanging out with me. Smoke something good in the next 2 weeks. I want to hear all about your tales. If you're frying a turkey, do be safe. Get really far away from your house. Do it with a pole and a buddy and drop that turkey so you don't get burnt up. We don't want to have to hear about you getting burnt up. The only thing I want you to burn is the smokes. Burn the cigars, light some smokes up, put it in the air, just have a good time. I'm thankful for you guys and gals. I'm thankful that you guys tune in every single week to hang out with me and Bob the Cigar Guy and the First Lady when she's here. We couldn't do it without you. Thankful for everybody who has supported us, this year, supported me, because there have been a handful of you who have gone and bought my photos, from my website. And I do appreciate that, supporting my little small business, to support, my hopeful, job occupation in the future, being a photographer and currently hobby, but also supporting my family. I'm very thankful for everybody who has gone and done that. And if you don't know, just go to my Facebook. I got tons of links over there to my photo website where you can buy my prints. There's tons of options from $17 to like $400. So if you want to buy the $400 one, please go do. But I understand. Dude, just go take a look at it and just see what's available over there. There's 2 sets of photos. There's tobacco photos and there's non-tobacco photos. The non-tobacco photos are from my nature walks, waterfalls. There's some flowers. There's even a cool lunar moth on there. So again, thankful for you all for hanging out with me. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. See ya. Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com. Time to relax. Whew. Man, I'm beat. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a 1-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go. Go. Go.